Welcome back, everybody, to the Desmond Payne Road to the Show here on MLB The Show 16. We continue on. It's Payne's first season in the majors, and we continue this series against the New York Yankees. Now, Payne is still listed as a bench player, but has had many starting opportunities. This is another with a nice spot here in the first, 2 on and 1 down. But Payne swings too late at the inside fastball and strikes out to begin this game. Let's go to the fourth. It's still a 1-0 Yankee lead, and this time Payne makes contact deep to the outfield, and it's tracked down near the track. We are still waiting on Payne's first Major League home run. Very low scoring game this time around, but it could change here. Payne back to the wall as he watches that one go over the fence, and the Yankees take the lead. So that'll put pressure on the Texas offense. Can they get a couple runs? 3-1, bottom 8. A man on second, and Payne goes back up the middle. They're going to wave the runner, and here's the throw. Andrews to the plate, and he's thrown out. I thought there'd be no chance he'd be thrown out here. But the Yankees saved the run, and they go on to win this game 4-1. Very good start for Tanaka, only allowing 1 earned run. We'll jump ahead now. The Rangers are taking on the Angels, and Payne is pinch running. And batting is Dennis Pruitt. Now, both Payne and Pruitt are rookie outfielders here with the Rangers, and there might only be a shot for one of those two to become full-time starters. So there, Pruitt pops out. He goes 0 for 4, and then a couple batters later, a deep fly to the outfield, and Payne is left stranded. In many of Payne's pinch run performances, he doesn't end up hitting, as he did not in that game when the Rangers lost. Now we'll go on to a series against Toronto, as Texas is 14-13. And here is Josh Donaldson, 10 home runs on the year. To lead off the game, he lines one right to Desmond Payne, and he makes the catch. Payne starting in right field in this game, and now it's Jose Bautista with 2 down. Here's a big fly to right center. Payne goes back, and it goes over the fence. No chance to take that one away. I knew Payne would be very busy with this powerful Toronto lineup. Let's move forward. It's a 4-2 Blue Jay lead in the 6th inning. And there Payne sits on one, but maybe a little bit too far as he fouls it away. And then the full count, and Payne goes to center with a fly ball. And that stays in the park, and it's another lazy out. And Payne is retired for the 3rd time in this game. Let's go to the 9th inning. It's a 4-run game. And still Payne cannot get on base. He grounds out that time, and the Rangers drop this one to fall to 500 as the Blue Jays take it 6-2. Payne then had another chance to start against Toronto, and look at this. Bases loaded, nobody out for Desmond Payne, and he's a little ahead of that 12-6 curveball. 0-2 count. He gets underneath it, lifts it to right, and it's very shallow. So there with the bases juiced. Nobody down. Payne cannot drive home anybody. Very disappointing. Payne, by the way, 3 RBIs entering that at bat. And another opportunity here later. 2 in scoring position, 2 down this time in the 5th inning, as Payne is way behind that fastball. It's a 1-2 count. And Payne swings and misses at the changeup inside. You guys know how I am with those changeups. So Payne hitless so far in the series. It's a 2-1 Texas lead later, and that time Payne makes solid contact and drives it into the gap. He's in at second with a stand-up double, and that is his 3rd double of the season. With nobody down, here's a line drive to right, and Payne thinks he can make it to 3rd on this, and Jose Bautista just laughs at him. I underestimated his arm a little bit there. A minor error, I would say. And Texas ends up giving up the lead and losing to Toronto 3-2. So a lot of losing lately for the Rangers, and they're in danger of being swept. But here is a base hit up the middle, as this is a pinch run situation for Payne, and he's able to dive in here to make it a 4-3 game. But now he has to watch from the bench. He came in with 2 down in the 9th. They're now down by 1, and there's a base hit up the middle. Can they score a run on this? Here comes the runner, and the throw is too late. Texas does tie it up. So now Payne watching to see if they can take the lead. There is a deep fly to right, hooking, foul. It nearly clanked off the foul pole. Instead, we have a fly ball to left this time. Not quite as much carry, and it's caught out there in left. And afterwards, after blowing the save, the Blue Jays rebound, and they do sweep the Rangers in this series. The way this all began, I expected a lot more from this Ranger team, but they are falling apart right now. Here's a pinch hit opportunity against the Tigers in the 9th inning, and Payne makes great contact, but hits it right at the shortstop. And they end up losing this game as Richard Sandoval, the league leader in saves, gets another one. It would have been nice to see Payne get that pitch over the shortstop's head and perhaps blow the save, but he has a chance to do that here in the following game, but that pitch is foul. By the way, you see the pink bats. It looks like it's Mother's Day. The 1-2 pitch is barely dribbled in front of the plate, and Payne is retired. The Tigers also take this game as the Rangers continue this slump. They're not losing these games by very much, but they're losing these games in bunches. And I believe Derek Holland, who entered this episode playing very well, has lost his last 3 starts. The Rangers now 4th place in the West. Can they rebound against the White Sox? Payne going the other way. It gets down and past the right fielder. So Payne will get an RBI for this as he advances all the way to 3rd. So it's a single with a 2-base error, and I believe 1 RBI here for Desmond Payne. He just misjudged the hop out there. So Texas up early, 2-0. Here's a grounder to short, and that ends the inning. So they don't bring home Payne, but at least they do get a lead out of it. Top 5, still a 2-0 contest as Payne works to his left in the gap, and he tracks it down. Sadly, Texas couldn't do a lot more on offense, and the White Sox caught up, so a tie game here in the 8th as Payne works this count full. And the 3-2 is fouled off, so Payne having a pretty good battle here against the pitcher. Try it again, and the fastball hits the corner. Great pitch. Payne doesn't like it, but Nate Jones gets a much-earned strikeout there. And this game continued to be tied. Bottom 11. Desmond Payne swinging at a changeup way below the knees. 0-2, and behind the 97-mile-per-hour hitter, Nate Jones gets him again. But even with Payne going 1 for 5, the Rangers at least get a win. Now can they put on a show in front of the home fans and actually win a series? Bottom 1st and past 3rd base. Great job by Payne as he comes through with another RBI hit. You can see him going the other way a couple times pretty well. And now a hit to the gap, and Payne was already running. So you know he's going to be scoring on this. This gapper was on an 0-2 pitch with 2 down. That's great hitting. And in this game, the Rangers really got their offense going early. It's 5-1 as we go to the 4th inning. Runners at the corners, and down 3rd baseline again. Payne drives in another run, and he makes his way to 2nd. That is his 2nd RBI on the day, and his 3rd straight RBI hit that's gone the other way. 7-1 in the 6th inning. And Payne jammed a bit, trying to go the other way again. This time it's a lazy fly and easily caught by Melky Cabrera. We jump ahead. White Sox have something going here. Bases loaded with 2 down. It is a base hit to Desmond Payne. 1 run scores. They want 2. There's the throw, and Payne throws him out at home. How about that? Maybe Payne's most impressive game with the Rangers thus far. An outfield assist, 2 separate RBI hits, and the Rangers do beat the White Sox in that series. But again, against the Toronto Blue Jays now, can they win against them? This is Payne pinch hitting late in extra innings. A little dribbler there, and this time, Payne can beat out the throw, so it's an ugly infield single. 2 on and 2 out with an 0-2 count. There is a drive to left, just kidding. Josh Donaldson makes the catch. Quite the play there, and Toronto ends up taking this game 7-5. So Payne made a couple starts against the Blue Jays a while ago and only saw a couple of innings of work against them in this past series. So now against the Houston Astros, and Payne takes off to steal 2nd. I do believe this is Payne's first time playing against Houston as well. So in scoring position here in the 9th, and there is a base hit into the gap, and Payne comes around to give the Rangers the lead. And this won't just be 2 bases. Look at the trouble they're having out there. It ends up being 3 bases, and the Rangers win 7-3. So they tacked on a few more runs, And we'll go ahead to Payne's next game against the Angels. So, really inconsistent playing time throughout this series, or this episode in particular. Bottom 9, and Payne swings at a pitch in the dirt. He strikes out. As I figured he would be taken out at this point, but no. Payne is playing catcher in the 11th inning. Imagine my surprise when I all of a sudden see the zoomed-in view of Albert Pujols, and we're in extra innings, and I'm not even sure what to do. I thought the pitch got past me there. I had no idea what was going on. Then I tried figuring things out. Look at this. Payne fields a bunt, and look at his weak arm. Payne couldn't even come close on that. Let's go to the 12th inning. And a pop-up. Okay, this one is in Payne's wheelhouse. He's used to these. And he still screws it up. Come on. Payne cannot play catcher. Hitting now. He takes that changeup inside. The 1-0 pitch. There's a liner to left. So Payne at least gets a base hit. And for some reason, they kept him in as a catcher. Just get the lead. There's a grounder, however, and they end up turning 2. And this game that went on way too long ends up with another Ranger defeat, as the Angels take this one. So Payne playing catcher was not the answer whatsoever. The Rangers are now 22-24 on the season. In this episode, I showed clips from like over 10 games. And Payne actually sat on the bench for the entirety of many of these games, so I went through at least like 3 weeks in this episode, and Payne's numbers are higher than both Dennis Pruitt and Leonys Martin, who are both really struggling. You have to wonder if Payne is going to see a chance to be a full-time starter soon, but we'll see. It's the end of May, and we'll see what is in store for Desmond Payne next. But thank you all for watching. Wow, they swept the White Sox? Payne was like hardly even a part of that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave your feedback down below, and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more baseball content, check out my second channel and the Super Mega Baseball series I have going on over there. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you again for watching and supporting the content. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.